Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna teach you some about cooperative language learning. This is an fog or method about the teaching and learning process. And today I'm gonna give you a tip about this language learning. You're welcome. First of all, I want to tell you my name is Juan Ramon. I am a student at Unad University. I was doing my participant observation in this semester, and welcome. First of all, I want to tell you what do you think about cooperative language learning? What do you think? What do you know about this? This is a method and folk. What is that? You have to think this is a learning process. Now we have to know the meaning. Let's start. It's very important that to know that is a learning group, learning activity organized. The learning is independent in a social structure exchange of information between learners in groups and in which each learning held accountable for his or her own learning is motivated to increase the learning of others. It's very important to know the group is essential in this aspect because each student have the ability to understand many things about different topics. Then after that they can um, I don't know how to say, they can express that knowledge to other students, and this is the way of the cooperative language learning. It's important the ideas that and the groups in classroom or in in many contexts, but we have to know the general idea is the student have to exchange information. This is important. Now we know what is that. Let's start with advantage. I'm gonna give you some advantage about the this info or method. And the first advantage is different types of interactions. It's important this aspect because, how I say, many students have different knowledge, have different point of view, have different thinkings, and when they are sharing this, other students are learning about that. The second advantage is increased language skills. It's very important to in the learning in a English language learning to know about the vocabulary, grammar, structures, and times, many topics that we have to strengthen the fourth abilities: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Maybe we don't have native people, we have Colombian, and maybe we have some problem when we are listening or speaking. But this method help you to improve this ability because you have the opportunity to interact with others, express your ideas, and this is the reason for the knowledge is interacting in other students. Other advantage is context based these instructions. Here is very important when the teacher roles have the ability to say what the student have to do. The teacher roles have the ability to no being authoritarian. Maybe is uh, using a dynamic for an interaction and motivation, giving instructions that the people or the students understand many steps that the activity. Fourth advantage is stimulate language. It's very important when the students every age have to speak in public. It's a very it's not normal in many in other language. In these cases, the teacher have to use the materials or methods to stimulate language because this is the input to the learning. It's very important when the teacher include materials that allow the knowledge is more effective and very easy for the students or learners. And fifth advantage, freedom for teachers to master new professional skills, particularly those emphasizing like communication. It's very important how I say communication. Teachers, this method uh, allow the the ability to interact with author because it's a way to understand or receive information about others throughout communication. Why it's important the this skill in this method. And finally, active role. Active role in the for the students. The student have to to do many things for participate in different activities because they are acts in this method. They are the main idea because they are sharing information, sharing knowledge about the activities that the teacher say. This is important improve in this aspect. The active role that the student should have to take in the learning process. Now a, I'm gonna give you and explain you a technique Gisao about this method. I I would like to apply in my classroom because I think this is very important when we are talking about cooperative language learning. This is a strategy based on this method, and the most important is the groups that we enforce in classroom. This is an example of this technique. In this case, we have four groups. The groups A, B, C, D have many activities or not. Those this is depending on the topic that the teacher is explaining, and he uh, four groups, but different people. For example, this activity, these four students are concentrated in in one node. These students, student B, the activity 2, are learning about other, other things. And this is the same, group D. Other students have to know about other topic. And the group in the same. They are thinking, studying, reading about other topic. Each group have other topic. This is the group. This is the home group. This the home group. Now after that we have to know. We have time for each activity because they are sharing information. After that, we are going to integrate the different students in groups A, B, D, E. In these cases, we have these students. They are sharing information about what they learn in the spare group. This is the moment when they are um, sharing information that they learn. A student has a role and take notes in their books or notebooks uh, because they need to do graphic organizer graphic organizer because they are putting in order the information what the students say about the topic that the teacher say, for example. And after some minutes, the teacher will go to show the information that each group give him. This activity is very important because the students are concentrated in what they learned, what they have to do it, and they are listening the other partners. For example, let's go to in context. In my participant observation, these students they are reading, doing different activities about the semantic. This group are doing activities or different things about lexic. This group is doing different things about morphology, and this group is doing different things, activities, or reading articles about syntactics. After after I don't know 1 hour, uh, the role that the students here change because they are chain information that they find in the last group. Here, the students share information and construct or build a graphic organizer or mental map or uh, different other things. But this is have to